Hi, in order to or for a CRNA to request a shift change, they can click on this button right here, request shift change. And here you can request a single change, exchange a shift with another CRNA, approve or deny shift requests that have been submitted by another CRNA where you are the secondary, view the request of all the changes that you have submitted but is still not being processed, and view all the history of the request that you have entered either as a primary or secondary receiving CRNA. So let's practice this. In order to request a shift change for one day, let's say you're requesting a day off and we're going to request for September the 28th. Well, that's about it. You have an X already, but you're requesting a Q, and you just submit the case. Right now we're user number 2, and we're gonna do the same thing on the 29 Q and the 30th, and we'll submit a Q. So we have submitted 3 changes for just to make we want a vacation at 3 days off. Nobody to exchange it with, is a single request. But we want to request an exchange with another CRNA so they can take some days off for us. We're going to do the same thing, and let's say we're going to exchange it with user number 4. And we want to do September the 1st. Right now, both of you have a B, D, X. Wow. Okay, so for October the 5th, the shift description for the person that's entering user number 2 and user number 4 at D and an X, and exchanging that. And we're going to do the same thing with the 6. So this person, user number 2, has submitted 2 changes to be 2 shifts to be exchanged with user number 4, the 5th and the 6th. And at this time we want to go and see user number 2 has any shifts that have exchanged with somebody else that need to be approved. And here it is. User number 2 is receiving from user number 1, who requested a few changes to be exchanged, shifts to be exchanged with this user number 1. So here's number 1 and number 2, the receiving, and you're the receiving or user number 2, so you can either approve or deny. If you approve it, it will go to the next phase where the administrator, schedule administrator, can approve it or deny it. If you deny it, then it will be dropped off and it will be deleted. So let's say we on the 3rd, yeah, we want to approve that, but on the 4th, no, we want to deny it. We don't want to exchange it with anybody else. Okay, so and now we're going to see all the changes that we have requested, but they have not been approved by the scheduler administrator. It has only been sent in. Like on the 5th, there was a blank, and you want an X. And when there's no exchanging CRNA, that means it's a single request. So the original was an X, and you're requesting a Q. Those are the 3 days that were requested as Qs. And the other ones are exchanging with another CRNA. And here we have the history of all the shifts that have been requested, whatever is a single case or you have requested with another user, like here user number 2 exchange a shift with user number 1, and it was approved on the 15th, and the next one was denied on the 15th by user number 2, and the administrator has not done anything. The administrator should not see this one, only this one, because this has been denied, therefore it's not going to go through to the admin. So that's user number 1 and number 2, and that's how you request, and that's how you approve a shift that is being exchanged. Again, if it's approved, you continue the trip, and it has been denied, it will stop right there and it will not go anywhere. The administrator is going to approve, And the administrator can approve or deny the single request that people have made. So if they just want a day off, user number 1 and number 2 seems like they want a few days off, they can approve or deny. If it's approved, then it will go in and change the shift on the schedule. If it's denied, it will stop right there being deleted. And so we're going to approve some right here, and you can only see the shifts that need to be changed, and you can approve another one. And you can approve and deny the exchange between two users. These are the only two that have been approved by the secondary or the receiving CRNA. All the other ones, if they don't get approved by the receiving CRNA, the administrator will not get it. And here you can approve or deny. So we're going to approve this too. And then we can look at the history of all the requests that have been entered, whatever they were approved or denied or otherwise. So you have all the changes that have been entered. Original shift, exchanging, if it's a single shift, here it is. Not just one person. You don't have a secondary CRNA, therefore had an X is requesting a Q, and it has not been submitted. So let's go and approve this request, approve, and this was for the 1528, and we're going to approve those two, and look at the history, and there it is. Has been approved by the administrator on the 15th. And if we deny one of them, let's say we denied it at 31st, and look at the history. The 31st right here has been denied. Okay, that's how you take care of that. And if you think of any changes that need to be made or descriptions that can be changed to make this more readable, user friendly, let me know.